Welcome back. I'm Lady Yaya, by the way. I think I never introduced myself officially. I never had an introductory video, and I never, did one. That's like somebody goes, "You never did an introductory video." Oh, well, okay, I'm sorry. Well, I'm new at this, so please forgive me. um, yeah, I'm Lady Yaya, and the reason why they call me Yaya, it's not my real name, um, but I'm staying Lady Yaya for now, is that my grandson named me that. I decided he can call me what he wants, one of my grandsons, but he was the one that called me Yaya, and then I'm half Greek, and I didn't tell him to. He just figured that out when he was a year old. Just called me that. So now I'm Yaya, and I like it, and I think it fits because I'm a grandma and I'm older. So there you go. So thank you for coming and stopping by to watch my video and taking the time out of your day. I appreciate that. I'm so glad to have you, and I hope that you come back again or continue watching if you want, if it's beneficial. If it's entertaining you or being beneficial to you in any way, you're welcome to stop by. I really appreciate that. I would like to say I'm married. I have 5 children, 2 from my husband, and I have children from previous marriages. We never had children together, but our children, we figure bringing 5 people into the world is enough populating, and we didn't need to make any more. Besides, they have brought us 6 more children. We have grandchildren, so we have gotten children through our children, and that's amazing in itself. So we have one that hasn't brought us children yet, but maybe someday. And I'm looking forward to that. And so however many grandchildren I have, it's yet to be known, and yet all of them are welcome to call me Yaya. So yeah. So also, the reason, I think I've talked about my reasons for doing a video like this, but instead, if you're new to my channel, you don't have to go back and watch and try to find those videos, because I don't know which one I talked about why. A couple of them I know I have. Reason being is I love YouTube. I love to do research. I like to see other people's experiences. And personally, I was looking around on YouTube for the high carb, low fat eating program for women that are my age. And there just aren't any. I'm 57. There's just no women around my age that eat this way. They're all in their 30s, maybe early 40s. The other ones that are my age are raw vegans, and I've done raw vegan before, but I'm really interested in eating this way. I find that I enjoy eating this way better, but I also like comparing notes with other people and their experiences, and I still do. I watch the younger girls. They have more hormones than I do, so their bodies react differently to food. They're metabolizing things faster. They have different things. I mean, some of them don't. Some of them have some issues, and they're sluggish in their metabolism. So I can relate to those girls. But once you've gone through menopause, your body is different. So, and I don't know how it is for men. I've watched men vegan videos, and I enjoy them because they're very informative, and I do like to hear people's experiences, and I like to observe and compare notes, because we all are humans, but men have different situations going on in their systems. They have a different muscular structure. Their muscles are more dense and compact even if they're older. Women have to create dense and compact muscles by working out, and I do work out. I probably have a more muscle in my body than a lot of women my age, because I am very active, and I do work out, and I take care of myself that way. That being said, the reason for me to vlog like this is maybe there are women that are interested or that are doing this lifestyle that would like to, see my experience. It might be helpful. I might have some things that I could suggest that's working for me or that isn't working for me that they might want to try. There's going to be more involved with I do different things to help get energy in my system. There's nutrients I take on top of my diet. I'll be discussing some of those things. I'll discuss pros and cons on different anti-aging things that we can do to feel better, have strength, get vitality and energy, and what works and what doesn't work, at least for me and for other people that I've observed. So, yeah, if there are any women that are over 55 or even in their 60s that are doing the high carb, low fat vegan eating program, I would love to hear from you. I would love to get your comments at the bottom, underneath here, on the side, or however you're watching your YouTube. I really would like to hear about it. And even men that are, even older men, I'd like to hear your experience. If you, or if you have if you do videos, I'd like to know that you do. So let me know at the underneath if you do videos, because I like to compare notes and I like to watch other people's videos. So I find them very informative and very helpful, and I also see it as a support system for people like me, because I'm the only one in my family that is vegan. My husband eats meat, my children eat meat. I'm one of these kind of people that live by example, so I'm not telling any y'all that you need to do that, but I just find that it is a better thing for me. So, but it's hard when you're kind of going against the flow, and you always have to sometimes I feel like I try not to have to explain myself, but I do. And maybe it's helpful for my children to watch some of my videos to understand me better and why I'm vegan. And so I did say why I was vegan recently. I had a video that I made, and I talked about my reasons for being vegan, for health reasons, anti-aging reasons, my own personal feelings ethically about how I feel about eating animals. How I feel about eating animals. I think I stated earlier that if I can't slaughter an animal on my own, then why should I be eating that animal? I just feel that way, and I can't bring myself to kill an animal, so I have no business in my mind eating that animal. So everybody should be thinking in terms of, really, you're eating an animal that was living and breathing at one point, and do you really need it? Is it really necessary for survival? I find it's not changing my life at all, aside from the fact that I'm getting flack for it from some, not all people, not everybody, but from some. And I like having some support, and I like knowing other vegans. So I think that's why I watch a lot of YouTube channels, because there are people out there that are doing this, and I do like the support I get. So I really appreciate any kind of feedback, and know how if there are any questions about what you would like to know as to what you would like to hear about my experience, or what you're going through, or whatever, just something like that. So that's pretty much my introduction. And I have one surviving dog originally I had 3 Chihuahuas, two of them died and had died in the past over the years, and then I have the last one of the pack just died 2 weeks ago, and she was the first one I got, and then she lasted the longest. She lived the longest. So that was sad, and I think that's one of the reasons why it's taken me so long to get back on YouTube. I had a healing crisis, and then my dog died. So sorry for being gone so long. I didn't mean to, but it's taken me a little while to, like, after my healing crisis, I felt like I had the flu and I got really sick. And I've been through these before when I've done cleanses, and I'm realizing that you really don't have to fast on do the lemonade, maple syrup, and cayenne fast in order to detox your body, because you just stay on a clean high, eating cleaner, keeping your fat low, keeping that diet, eating like that, and your body will give itself permission to release toxins, because this is really an amazing way. I did a lot of detoxing on the raw vegan lifestyle too, but this is amazing. I have to tell you, it's a comfortable way for me to eat and know that it's healthy for my body. I've had people say, "Oh, you're sick because you're not eating meat." And I'm like, you know what? When I eat meat, when I've eaten meat, it gets stuck in my esophagus and I can't swallow it all the way down. And I have like a thing called an esophageal spasm, whether it's chicken or meat. I don't do so good with that. And since I've cut that out, I've had very rare episodes. The only time I've had a spasm like that, esophageal spasm where the food gets stuck, is if I eat rice that's real dry and needs more moisture in it, or I eat too fast. But generally, because it's vegan type, it's not meat, it passes a lot easier than meat does. Meat just gets stuck, and I'm sick. It could be stuck for 24 hours. So I just don't need those aggravations in my life. I do love the fact that my digestive system has improved immensely since I've become vegan, and it's only been 5 months. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. So I do have to say that I enjoy it. I don't see myself stopping. I don't see myself going back to meat. I really don't want to. I have no desire to. I don't like it, and I used to have to like psych myself out when I was eating meat. I was really in denial about it. Somehow I believed that it was necessary to be healthy, and that I needed it for vitamins and protein. But I've done a lot of research, and I realized that you don't have to get your meat. You don't have to get protein through eating meat. That you can get it the same way the cows get it, by eating greens and other kinds of foods. There's a lot of I will do a video on how much protein is in different kinds of plant-based foods. It's phenomenal. So I think the only thing that I noticed that I've had to do is that I've had to make sure I supplement with B12, and if I'm not getting out in the sun enough, I have to do vitamin D3, and I'm going to be doing more research on that. I do take a multiple vitamin because I think that covers the bases and keeps you healthy. You need to make sure, because sometimes even vegetables don't have all the nutrients in it because the ground has been. So my 15 minutes are almost up. We'll talk again later. Thank you for coming by. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for leaving comments. If you want to leave a comment, I'd love to hear from you. And come by again. I hope you're having a wonderful day, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And I want to say goodbye.